Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus.
Oh no, this guy. Yes, this is the guy with the cat. We gotta watch.
We thought we'd seen and heard just about everything.
Oh, take the ad revenue, MSNBC. Here, I'll give you this on top of it. That's for you, Chris.
But what we found there surprised even our own Chris Hansen.
No food or piss break. Why?
Reminder, some of what you'll see is explicit.
Hello?
Oral first. I love oral. Want to meet up, baby?
So have you ever been
touching your legs, your breasts, slowly?
I love the voiceovers for this. I love. Could you say breasts with more emotion?
breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it?
Like, it's like, I want to touch your breasts. Why, thank you. Like, it's just like...
I'd tear your little... I wish you was here to play with my...
I wish you were here to play with my balls.
Yes, I called by mistake. I had the wrong number. I apologize.
Including the next man you're about to
Oh, here we
meet.
go.
Online, he's very clear about what he wants to do with the underage.
Wash your balls. Oh.
The delicious salt.
Age girl, and what he does when he shows up will be hard for you to believe.
You want
He said
to
hard.
explain yourself?
Oops.
Grab that towel right there, please. Wrap it around yourself, and please sit in that stool.
Why? And listen to this. It gets more insane. It gets more. This is nothing.
It was also hard for officers to believe. That strange encounter is coming up next.
You're naked.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You're naked. There's cookies on the table. And the lights are on. Well, no shit.
As a 14-year-old girl, you're chasing a cat around. You've got Cool Whip.
To Catch a Predator continues in a moment.
What are you driving so I know to look for you? A white pickup truck? Okay, I'll see you soon then, okay?
A perverted justice decoy is playing the part of a 14-year-old named Cindy.
At least she actually sounds like she's 14.
She's talking to this man, Marvin
Me, my mommy, and my daddy. This bench pressing 350 in the fucking garage. I'm totally a child.
Backhand, screen name Crazy Trini 85. They met in an online chat room. Cindy tells him she's a virgin, and he sends her a picture of his genitals. Crazy Trini
guy,
85 asks her if she'll
Fucking coming in naked, like with a pole vault with an erection. And then he sees Chris Hansen, and that shit was like a shot giraffe.
try anal sex and adds it's better than regular sex. Then he asks her if she has a jacuzzi.
I'm a you in there. And on your mom's bed?
Why not my bed?
That too. I'm a you in every room, so no matter where you go, you'll remember me.
Dang.
Next he asks her if she has any pets. Cindy says she has a male cat, and you won't believe what Crazy Trini 85 asks next.
Can the cat lick my balls? What the fuck is wrong with people? What the fuck is wrong with people?
You know what would be a huge turn on for me?
What?
He wants to watch her perform a sex act on a cat.
I'm sorry. If that's an actual fantasy that you have, you should just get a life sentence. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You want an underage kid to blow a cat? What happened? Where did life fail you?
He says people do it all the time. They discuss it further on the phone.
Oh, people. Yeah. I just, I walk. Yeah, I'm just walking down the neighborhood and you just have people blowing cats. Oh, hey, how you doing, neighbor Bob? What are you? I'm just, just don't mind me. I'm blowing a cat. Yeah. Go to the grocery store. Go to the grocery store. People are blowing cats. Put mail in the mailbox. Oh, look, someone's blowing a cat. Happens all the time. Just a normal occurrence in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Phone where he tells her they'll need Cool Whip. The decoy says she'll try it if he's willing to strip off all his clothes and walk into her house naked.
That's him right there. He's pulling in the driveway.
As we told you before, according to law enforcement,
people do it all the time. What planet? The fuck is wrong with you?
Asking a suspect to bring or do something specific demonstrates intent.
There's like a green thing over the back door.
The decoy keeps talking to him as he walks up the driveway.
I'm gonna find my...
That's so, dude, the cat would fucking destroy anyone going to, the cat would rip your face off. I wish it would.
cat, okay?
Not to
Just
him.
strip in there and I'll be out with the cat.
He walks around his own house with a heart on, trying to fuck cats.
Alright?
He's coming around.
Okay, yeah, just, whatever you want. I guess totally naked, because that was the deal, right?
This is a man who apparently sticks to a deal. He walks in the back door, takes off all his clothes in the laundry room, and goes in search of the decoy.
Where are you?
No, all the confidence in the world. Never met the person. Never, just walks in butt-ass naked, ready to... He walks in butt-ass naked, ready to fuck cats. Not a care in the fucking world. Have a cookie, take a seat, jerk off. Jesus Christ, man. Where did this guy go wrong in life that he's sitting there fucking naked? Getting caught by... I'm glad he got caught, but oh man, you talk about failure. Dude, their story, we actually watched that, Spider Sammy. Their story, he would Jared Fogle was cucking Russ Taylor and making him call him daddy and making him eat weird shit. It's so bizarre. Jared Fogle he should have gotten R. Kelly years too. Like I said, I'm all about equal opportunity, but also equal punishment. Why is fucking Jared Fogle getting off so easy? He did just as horrible things as R. Kelly.
Why just take a seat? Have a cookie. I made them because they'll go with the Cool Whip. It was kind of a little surprise.
You want to explain yourself?
Wow.
Grab that towel right there, please. Wrap it around yourself.
Old Greg.
And please sit in that stool. What are you doing? Making a mistake.
At least spam the applause. Is the applause daddy? Is the applause button here? At least he's honest. What else can you... you can't make any other excuses. You can't say you're coming for a job. You can't say, we were just having a conversation. You're here naked. Mistakes were made. There's no other way around it.
Making a mistake. What is going on in your mind? You don't know. Now, what do you think would have happened, Marvin, had I not been...
Yeah, you imagine he was like, man, I just tripped on the door and all of a sudden all my clothes fell off, so I was just like, fuck, I'm just gonna walk in naked. I'm sorry.
The delicious salt! The delicious salt!
in here and...
Well, what about the guy with we've watched that before. It's such a banger, I'm almost tempted to watch it again. But what about the guy that came in no shirt, just a vest on, or and then he had the cowboy hat. He kind of looked like he was a boss from Double Dragon 2. He's yeah. And the funniest thing is he goes yeah, I was just looking for a job for a blacktop ceiling job. And then someone in the comments, and it got a whole bunch of likes, and I could see why why, what's the big deal? I often dress like that when going for job interviews too. It's the nipples that usually get people to sign the contracts. Them being exposed is usually what just gets them to, hire me.
Had there actually been a 14-year-old girl in that next room, what would have happened after you walked in there naked?
Something probably would have happened.
Something like what?
Yeah, how could you deny it? You're naked. That's it. You cannot say that nothing would have happened. Once you are naked, you are not just going to have a conversation.
Something along sexual lines.
Like you would have had sex with a 14-year-old girl?
I'm not sure if I would have done that, but...
Marvin, you're naked.
Jeez.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone all the way. I wasn't going...
You went all the way when you took your clothes off, just about.
Then I asked...
Singing this to intro guy. You have nice creamy thighs. You have 2 nice luscious nips. When you shower, they will just drip. Birds.
Asked him about the plans he talked about online for the cat.
You know what would be a huge turn on for me? What? Watching you him, meaning the cat. She says, I don't think I want to the cat.
I can't believe this is actually a conversation. Like, this guy, like, oh, man, that would be so hot if you blow a cat. It's not funny. It's horrifying, but that's the thing he said.
Would you, for me, you're going to make this 14-year-old girl perform a sex act on a cat?
Not funny, but it is funny. It's not that he actually wanted that the man is naked. He was going to have that happen if, God forbid, it wasn't a decoy. But if those words came out of his mouth, and yes, I have to laugh at it. I'm sorry. Never did I think that anyone would literally mean. Never did I think that anyone would literally be like, it would be hot if you blew a cat. The fuck? What? What is wrong with you?
Was that your plan?
It really wasn't.
Well, why did you say it then?
I was just messing around with it. I wasn't.
You're just messing
serious.
around.
I really wasn't serious about the cat.
You gave her instructions about using Cool Whip. Very specific instructions. I mean, I can only imagine.
I want you to put Ready Whip on my asshole and tongue tornado it out of there.
What would have been going on in this house had I not been here?
He's naked. There's not even, like, you're naked. You say anything else except you would have fucked, if there was an actual child there, that you would have not fucked them as you're naked. Go to jail.
Am I wrong to think that?
No, you're not.
So what's going to be happening if I'm not here? You're naked, there's a 14-year-old girl, you're chasing a cat around.
They would have just played Mario 64, of course.
You've got Cool Whip.
You got Cool Whip. You got a horse. You got birds. You got an iguana nibbling on your nipples, and you got Chris Hansen here. What was going to happen?
Cucumbers. 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 Cucumbers.
Stinks like shit.
Try to relax your anus.
What'd you say? You can't have a pie without Cool Whip.
Philip Burnell is a man.
Cool Whip? Cool Whip, yeah. You mean Cool Whip? Yeah, Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. You're saying it weird. Why are you putting so much emphasis?
You know what's sad is he has made some classic, phenomenal music. He's a monster. It kills me. It's like, same with like Ren. I think Ren and Stimpy is hilarious. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. A lot of my humor came from Ren and Stimpy. But does it mean that John Kay is not a piece of... No, he's a complete piece of shit. He's a fucking child molesting monster. So it puts you, like, doesn't take away. Like, that song that R. Kelly did with Nas is one of my favorite songs of all time. You know? Should watch the one with John Kennelly next. He gets caught twice. We may have to. I've probably watched that like 7 times, but I don't care. I just find new shit to say each time because it's such gold. We may have watched this one before, but the guy wanted to have someone blow a cat. How could you not rewatch that?
Emphasis on the H. What are you talking about? Just say it. Cool Whip. You put Cool Whip on pie. Pie
yeah,
with cool
it'll
whip.
get
Say
explained.
whip.
It's fine.
Whip. Now say Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. You're eating hair.
Perfect. And you want this girl to do some sex act with the cat, and then you'll have sex with her. Is that...
Believe me, MSNBC will claim this too, don't worry.
accurate? Yes.
Dang! Then Crazy Trini 85 asks for some water.
Some water?
Yes, please.
I saw that running around naked got you pretty dried out then, huh?
Yeah, I'm parched from lurking around someone's house butt-ass naked. That'll stir up a thirst in anybody.
Outstanding.
Have you ever met any young girls online? First time?
Yeah, this is the first time, which will never happen again. I can tell you that.
The nearly naked man starts laughing.
The nearly naked man starts shitting his pants.
So it's funny.
No, I'm just thinking it to myself that this would never happen again.
Yeah, I'll never. Oh, man, you set me straight. I'll never walk into someone's butt-ass house butt-ass naked with an erection ever again. I have learned my lesson.
This is not something, no. It's not right.
So you're promising me right now that you'll never...
I'm promising...
I'll never walk into someone's house naked again.
Myself, that I'm not...
Hook up with a 14-year-old girl online, tell her to have sex with a cat, and walk into her house naked.
Not even under 19. I'm just... no. I'm promising that to myself, not even to you, just to... This is not good.
Now he's about to find out that he just made that promise on national television.
Well, there's something else you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online.
Yes, sir.
Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say about this predicament you're now in, we'd love to hear it.
Just trust me, it'll never happen again.
And if there's nothing else you have to say, then you're free to walk out that door where you stripped naked and walked in. You can keep the towel.
I'll just leave it in the laundry room.
That's fine.
Once he gets his clothes back on, he walks outside and is arrested by that camouflaged...
Abby, millions of people saw you naked. Thank you, Abby. Thank you.
officer.
Please take me out!
He's taken to the transfer station and searched.
Spread your legs. Where do you live at? In Florida. On your own business or what? No, just being stupid. Just being stupid, yeah.
Just being, that's a fucking understatement.
He's photographed and then taken to jail.
This is the person apparently walked into the room naked.
The next day, he's brought before a judge and bail is set.
That does come out to $50,000, and that's all for today.
Yeah, he can't question. There's no doubt of his intent.
Thank you, Judge. So what's next for these men? Find out when we come back. Chris Hansen joins us.
How many EDP's cupcakes weren't decoys? That's yeah. How many? Again, most of the time, if not all of the time, these guys are full of shit. They've offended before. I'm sure EDP has too. I'm not sure, but I am. Oh, I'm just coming for a cupcake. He sounded like Julia Child when he said that. You could tell he was nervous. Whoa!
And Chris Hansen joins us now. Chris, these investigations this month have just drawn a huge response, thousands and thousands of emails. And one question we're consistently hearing is, why are all of these suspected predators men? Not a single woman. Is there a reason for that?
We just haven't seen any women in our investigations. The experts say that there are women predators. They just go after kids they know. They're more comfortable with that. Male predators like the anonymity and the other accessibility offered by the internet.
You know, we've heard some other viewers say that they think someone in their community may be a predator, don't know what to do. What can you tell them?
Don't try and do a sting operation by yourself. The FBI office locally, the police, sheriff's department, they're all very receptive to this kind of crime, and they'll do...
I wish people listened to that advice, because here we are now with, like, dads against predators.
Something about it.
Are there other options? I mean, short of jail? And what about treatment for some of these?
Prison and punishment is critical, Stone, but the experts tell us that there has to be more treatment options out there for when these guys get out of prison, because there's a chance they'll reoffend. And without that, we're really not going to find a solution to this problem.
So look at both potential solutions.
There's no one-size-fits-all solution to this. There has to be punishment and there has to be treatment.
Chris Hansen, thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
Polar, meaning that he doesn't take a lot of time to warm up in the chat before he comes over. Literally 2 hours after he started chatting with the perverted justice decoy, he was at this house. And Crazy Trini 85 was a man who knew exactly what he wanted and wasn't shy about asking for it. When he was chatting online with someone he thought was a 14-year-old girl named Cindy, he asked the girl if she'll try anal sex. He said it's better than regular sex. When the girl tells him she has a hot tub in her house, he says, "I'ma fuck you in there, LOL, and on your mom's bed." Cindy asked, "Why not my bed?" Crazy Trini 85 said, "That too. I'ma fuck you in every room, no matter where you go.
It's interesting hearing Chris say actual
You
fuck.
will remember me." So you have to wonder at this point, why does somebody not only want to have sex with somebody who's underage, but why do they take the next step to humiliate or denigrate somebody? And we'll get to that right now. This was our fifth investigation in 5 different states. And I pretty much figured at the time that I had seen it and heard it all, but I wasn't even close. Crazy Trini 85 asks Cindy if she had any pets. After she told him she has a cat, he types, "You know what would be a huge ass turn on for me? Watching you fuck him," meaning the cat. So we're incredulous at this point because who says something like that?
Yeah, it's just holy shit.
The decoy says, "I don't think I want to fuck the cat."
Well, I'm shocked.
Marvin, Crazy Trini 85, is persistent though. "Would you for me? People do that shit all the time. How about suck his little kitty dick?" Who says this? And why? I mean, does somebody really want to make a 14-year-old girl go through this? And for what purpose? What do you get out of that? Later on the phone, he asked the girl to get some Cool Whip for the kitty sex party. The decoy said she would think about it. Crazy Trini 85 would do something for her. Strip naked once he walks into the house. Now, as I mentioned, we did have the special guy 29, John Connelly, walking naked in suburban Washington,
I'm sorry.
D.C., and we'll get into that in a later episode, but we never really thought for sure we'd see another naked predator arrive, but sure enough, Crazy Trini 85 didn't disappoint. Seconds after he walked into the door, so he's got to come to the front of the house, park, walk up the driveway, which, probably is 300 feet, turn the corner into the back of the house and come into the back door, which comes into the kitchen. So he walks in. Now, I'm in the study with Ron Knight, watching this on a monitor. Remember, the police are in the guest house, and the decoy is in the kitchen around the corner, communicating with him, but able to get away when he starts moving to move into the study where we are. Hopefully he has a seat on the stool at the bar, and then I come out and do the confrontation. So he comes in and he takes off his clothes, and man, he's moving fast.
He goes from 0 to naked in 2 seconds.
And I'm trying to process all this. Like, okay, how do I handle this? We had a towel on the couch, right? Like we did back in suburban Washington, D.C. for...
Because you never know when someone's just going to walk in.
Special guy 29. But he's coming fast. And he's moving so quickly. And the decoy barely gets into the study in time to, not be face-to-face with him, naked. And he's aroused. I mean... There's no getting around this.
Oh, I was joking. He actually had a boner. He actually had a boner. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a fucking nightmare. This is Jesus Christ.
I mean, he's all hanging out there and very excited to be involved in this.
I love the way Chris Hansen words things.
So by the time he gets to the study, because he knows the girl has gone into the study and he's going in after, and he's ready to go, he grabs the handle at the same time I grab the handle, and I can feel this. Now, I've lost sight of the monitor, so I really don't know exactly what he's doing, but I know he's naked. I at least know he doesn't have a weapon, at least one that he can use on me. And I open the door as he tries to open the door.
He didn't say a weapon, at least one that he can't use on me.
And he looks at me, and it's this, oh no moment. And he freezes. And suddenly he's not as excited about his big evening that he's got.
It was just, dude, I actually said this all joking, but it actually happened. He was a huge boner, and then he saw Chris Hansen, and it was like...
You want to explain yourself? Grab that towel right there, please. Wrap it around yourself.
I tell him to pick up the towel. He grabs it off the couch. He goes back to the bar. And now we're going to have our discussion. I ask him, what are you doing? He says,
making a mistake.
Making a mistake.
I've heard that before. He says he was just messing around with the girl online.
I was just messing.
As he walks in naked with a raging boner.
Around with it.
You're just messing around.
I really wasn't serious about the cat.
And he started laughing like it was a big joke.
Yeah, this is the first time, which will never happen again, I can tell you that.
I asked him if he thought this was funny, and he straightened up and said no. Now, some of these interviews become infamous for all the details that a predator provides. Marvin really didn't give up all that much. He stuck to his position that he really wasn't going to do anything. He said it looked bad. He admitted it. But
well, how is he not going to admit it again? He's naked and had a raging boner. Like
he didn't get into any detail as to, why a 22-year-old man not only gets online to have sex with a 14-year-old, but then wants her to do all this crazy stuff with a cat and whipped cream and all this humiliation stuff. And that's really what I wanted to get at. I wanted to get it in his head. If I could ask him one question today, all these years later, it would be, what was the purpose of this? Was it sexual? Was it a fantasy? Was this something that happened to you as a child? Or were you just trying to denigrate this young girl? At some point, he actually asks me if he can have some water.
Some water? Yes, please.
The most.
So there wasn't a method for me to have somebody get it and bring it out. Everybody was out of position. So I felt comfortable enough that he wasn't going anywhere. First of all, he was naked, but for the towel he had wrapped around him.
Imagine he just ran out of the house naked and just started running down the street. and he still had a boner. Oh my God. There's a man with a giant erection running down the street. Everybody hide.
Sitting on the chair, I felt I had control of the situation. Ronnie Knight was in the
nipple
mix.
Tips, yes.
So I took the risk of going into the kitchen myself, getting a bottle of water, cracking it open, and handing it to him. At which point I say,
I saw that running around naked got you pretty dried out then, huh?
Like,
oh man, running around naked makes me parched.
He's not facing me on television and about to be arrested. And so I said, so what's going to be happening here if I'm not here? You're naked. There's a 14-year-old girl chasing a cat around. You've got Cool Whip, and you want this girl to do some sort of a sex act with the cat.
You're naked. There's a 14-year-old girl. You're chasing a cat around.
And the best is like he's like, yeah, people do it all the time. Who? Get the fuck out of here.
You've got Cool Whip, and you want this girl to do some sex act with the cat, and then you'll have sex with her. Is that accurate?
And sheepishly he says, yes. He admitted to me that had there really been a girl in the house and that we weren't there, he would have had sex with her. And that, once again, he was making a big mistake. I told him that he could keep the towel or the blanket. He went back to the laundry room, got dressed, and was promptly arrested as he left the house.
Underage teens for sex, as more and more parents are aware of the dangers.
This is generic white male.
So have lawmakers in Washington. Good evening.
I may have to delete this episode after this so I don't get any claims or anything.
I'm Stone Phillips.
And I'm Ann Curry. Both houses of Congress have now passed a bill to create the first nationwide registry for sex offenders, which in many states includes online sex predators.
This time we take our hidden cameras to Florida. We thought we'd seen and heard just about everything.
Thank you. Excuse
The
me.
delicious salt.
But what we found there surprised even our own Chris Hansen. A reminder, some of what you'll see is explicit.
Time to relax your anus.
Try to relax your anus.
They're on the table.
Oh, this is Captain Nut Scratcher. Watch this shit. This is Captain Nut Scratcher.
Take a seat.
This 49-year-old man and the teenager talking to him have never met before.
He's my favorite. He's a piece of shit, but he's my
He
favorite.
probably believes she's the 15-year-old he's been chatting.
Look at that outfit. He looks like a grandma shopping at Walmart.
Online with.
Watch this. Watch. Hold on. Well, no, I'll replay at regular speed. Then we'll go in
For
slow
the last
motion.
week and a half.
Hey, I just had to change my shirt real quick, but just come in and watch some TV. I'll be right there.
There it is. Scratching the nuts. Hold on.
Change my shirt
Oh, God, she's...
quick, but just come in and watch some
Oh, my God, her voice.
I'll be right there.
Here it is.
Try to relax your anus.
That's probably what he's literally thinking.
Try to
right
relax your anus.
What he doesn't know is she's really a 19-year-old actress we hired.
Doesn't she work for Twitter now?
Hired to be a decoy, and he has just walked into a Dateline hidden camera investigation.
Come on in over here. Have a seat there.
This fucking guy. Watch what he does.
Hungry?
Oh, don't do this stupid shit with the Grand Theft Auto. He just... Anyway, I had a governor named Mario Cuomo. What about Luigi Cuomo? Then there was Chris Cuomo. Not Chris. You know what I mean. The other fucking Cuomos.
How does it taste?
Great. Wow. These are home baked?
He said... He's fucking sitting there saying, yo, yeah, I was coming here to fucking kid. Oh, you caught me. Oh, cool. These cookies are good. They home baked? Motherfucker is wearing granny panties. Coming to fucking underage girl. He's trying to be a dick right now.
Do you want time to finish your cookie, or?
Not really.
Okay, so you're good. If I ask you a couple questions.
It's the latest in our...
Fucking hairstyle is like a fucking seagull fucked his head and then he just taped it on.
Continuing series of investigations into online sex predators. For the first time, we're in the South, Fort Myers, Florida. Hilton Daniels is Fort Myers Chief of Police.
I've had a lot of parents call me and say, hey, I've caught my kid talking to someone over the internet. I've had my kids slip out of the house and go meet someone.
That man has a perfectly trimmed mustache. Did you notice that?
What do I do?
While searching for a way to help parents and children in his community, Chief Daniels says he saw one of our previous broadcasts and had an idea. For our latest investigation, we've come to this lovely
You used to live in Fort
home
Myers.
in an upscale neighborhood. There are 5 cameras outside, including one hidden in a palm tree.
Including one hidden in a palm tree. Why does he say it like that? In a palm tree. Chris has a thing with cameras and trees. Because with Hansen versus Predator, he said the same thing in one of the episodes. We have a camera, and he really loves cameras and trees.
It covers the street from both sides, able to spot a potential predator's car a block before he arrives.
Knocking on Mexicali Blue AK, me used to live in Florida town. My burp just smelled like marijuana. Smell it, come on.
On the back door, call out.
Hey, come on in!
You guys mind if I shoot some ropes? DSP. What do we applause now? 674? Yeah, I agree. American politics, quite frankly, all around is corrupt, if you really want to go there.
As for the cameras inside the house, there are 8.
Coming your way, move.
Watch this man.
He's in the kitchen.
From the
Look at that outfit. Oh, come on, Grandma.
moment he walks in the door, his every move is caught on tape, although he doesn't know it yet.
He's coming into the living room. Chris has him.
What are you doing here today?
Is this some kind of setup or something?
What do you mean?
I'm just on my way to the beach.
My way to be stop, my way to drive to the beach, come fuck a 13-year-old, go continue on to the beach in your fucking grandma outfit. Remember, this guy said he's cute and built good too. That would be a lie.
He's Michael Willis, screen name generic white male.
Of course. Look at the face thing. He looks like a fucking alien. He looks like a constipated. He looks like a constipated alien. A constipated alien. It's probably scratching his nuts. And when you think of generic white male, that is exactly what you think of. That is exactly what you think of. He is as generic white male as it gets. He doesn't even have a chin. He's like Leafy.
He's almost 50 years old, and he's been chatting online with a girl who calls herself Jolanda, and who she's 15. He lies to her about his age, typing, "I'm 30. You probably don't want me around you. I'm cute, though."
I'm 30. He's 50.
Built good.
He's built good.
Then he says,
"We'd have to keep us a secret because of the age difference. Younger girls like you don't come along often. I'd want you again and again."
Then he sends an online picture of his penis.
Oh, God. His generic white dong. Jesus.
The girl who told him she was 15.
And how did you meet her?
Well, of course, online.
You act like I should know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a common thing now.
Just to meet young girls online.
Well, meet any women online.
Then I remind generic white male that Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
That is the most artificial. What? No way. Gee, I had no idea.
You know, I have the transcript of your conversation with Jolanda.
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
Come here, just one second, sir.
With his Nextel phone.
But generic white male won't be going to the beach today. As he heads out the back, he stumbles off the porch right into the arms of the Fort Myers Police Department.
Only one who died was also that guy's literally vanilla. Like, he's just generic white male fits him. Yeah, Technoblade passed away from cancer. I didn't know who Technoblade was before. I watched the video on his channel with his dad, and it was very sad.
The police quickly take him down to the ground. In Florida, where it's relatively easy to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon, these officers aren't taking any chances.
The best thing
Academy Award-winning
to
actor
do
here.
is, as quickly as possible, was to get this person on the ground with their hands behind them and handcuffed.
He's taken away in an unmarked police vehicle and brought to this transfer station. Generic white male's car is searched.
There's some condoms and things like that in there.
And he's put into a marked police car.
I heard someone, like one of my subscribers lives near this guy, and I guess he's like well off, so like this was like a nothing burger to him.
And taken to jail.
No one really knows that much about him, too.
The next morning, he's brought before a judge, and bail is set.
So it'll be a composite bond of $40,000. That's all. Here he comes.
Our 13 cameras are in place and rolling, including one high up in a palm tree. We're able to...
There we go. Chris Hansen loves those trees.
To spot a potential predator
in a palm tree
car long before he gets to our house.
This is our boy.
The man walking in our back door is 21-year-old David Schumacher.
Oh, no.
Screen name Freebird 72,000. He's
40K? What? No way.
Been chatting online with a decoy posing as a young teen named B.
Knock, knock.
Hey, come on in.
Our 19-year-old actress, the decoy playing B, invites him in.
You can try one of my cookies. They're so good.
Ah, the Dipset era.
Did you make them?
Yeah, I made it myself.
All right, I eat one. I like chocolate chip.
Online, he invites the girl, who told him she was 14 and a virgin, to a birthday party. And from his online chat, it appears he has his sights on a party for two.
I want to be your first, baby.
Okay.
You gonna put my in your mouth? 'Cause I like that.
I guess I can try it.
Just let me drive, baby. I'll show you heaven.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He goes on to talk about having different kinds of...
Yeah, I think, generic white male. I think he did. And I heard like someone knew, like they live in the area of him, allegedly. Again, I'm going by a subscriber. They could have been just talking, like they said, like he's well off, so this was like a nothing burger to him.
Of sex with the virgin, and then gets almost poetic.
Do you want to make love or for your first time?
What's the difference?
It's just raw passion, and making love is a connection of bodies.
This guy has like a whole lore behind him. This is nothing like... He's been in and out of jail. I think his brother's been arrested. Like, the whole family is just a bunch of fucking snakes.
I guess.
Freebird 72,000 also mentions online that he's going to bring marijuana.
Did you bring some green?
No, we're going to smoke some, but we're going to get some.
Cookies are good munchies.
Now, again, tell me your parents are rich. What do they do for a living?
Hey, why don't you have a seat right over there?
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit, though.
Good, how are you? What's happened?
Like so many of the men who walk into this house, the man sits and answers questions. He can't figure out if I'm the girl's father or a police officer.
And then shitting in a bucket. Yeah, that was amazing. You could eat the rice and enchiladas out here. Then you can use the bucket to shit it if the apocalypse comes. But just keep getting a whole bunch of our food buckets, too. Just use them as for get rid of your furniture and use our food buckets as the furniture. Fuck off, Jim, and your stupid fucking buckets.
And remember, he has no idea he's being videotaped.
What's going on?
You tell me what's going on.
You your dad or something?
What are you doing here?
I'm David. How you doing?
David, I'm Chris. Nice to see you. How's everything?
Good. Chilling. Birthday party.
So the girl here was going to go with you to the birthday party.
Who are you?
I'll get to that in a minute.
All right.
What's your date's name for the party?
B.
B. And how old is B?
I don't know. She didn't really tell me.
But she did tell him.
Seeing his face, he's full of
Online,
shit.
she typed her age, 14, female, South Florida. And he said, what would your parents say about you talking to someone as old as me? Then Freebird seems to worry I'm a cop.
You seem like law enforcement. I happen to know law enforcement.
You do?
Oh, I'm shocked.
So you're an expert in this area?
No, I'm just saying, you come off as law enforcement.
Really? You know how you come off?
How's that?
Somebody who's very nervous. Somebody who came over here to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
14-year-old?
I read him some of what he said online.
Are you sexy naked? Have you ever played with yourself? You gonna put my in your mouth?
And I like.
Because I like that, I'll teach you.
And you're trying to say?
I'm trying to say it makes it look like you came here.
I didn't come here. I came
to
pick
have
her up.
sex with an underage girl.
We were in a role-playing chat room, dude.
And what?
Yeah, it's so... And even, like, the cars in, like, the early to mid-2000s, like, you see a lot of 90s cars because they were still viable enough to be used at that point. Like even some of those vans and like the Dodge Stratuses and shit, you don't see those anymore because they're too old now. It just shows you how long ago this was.
What role were you playing exactly here?
People play roles, man. Anytime, never ask role playing. People just talk. My God, dude. Is this some kind of hold up, man? You got a warrant? Because, I mean, if the girl don't want to come and if you got a problem.
A warrant? What are you, a defense lawyer now?
I'm saying, man. You don't got no cause to hold me. I got no problem sitting here to talk to you.
Right? Okay.
He sticks to the story that he's here to take the girl to a party. But it turns out...
2 words, role-playing chat room. That was 4 years.
He didn't come here alone. Waiting outside in the car is his sister and her 2 young children. He says his sister was going to drive them to the party.
Yeah.
And your poor sister's waiting outside with 2 babies in the car?
Yeah. So,
because you had to come over here and have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
I didn't come over here to have sex.
Why would you put that sister of yours
I didn't come over here to have sex. I come over here to get the girl and go to the party, dude.
We learn his sister apparently didn't know he was trying to meet an underage girl. Later, you'll find out what happens when I tell him I'm with Dateline.
Nothing funny going on here.
Remember the 21-year-old who duped his sister into driving him to meet a girl who said she was 14?
See, we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids on the internet.
Hey, man, I don't want to be on the news. You feel me?
We are filming.
I don't want to be on the news, dog.
Well, it's a little late for that, dog. Now, if there's anything else you want to tell me...
He quickly comes up with a disguise. And as far as interviews go, this may be a television first.
Echo Unlimited Pac-Man.
All I got to say is ain't nothing going on here, dude. Nothing funny going on here.
Nothing funny going on?
No. If the girl's really 14, then I know, but...
She told you she was 14.
We were in a role-playing chat room, dude.
You know how many times I hear that?
Am I being held up here?
You're not being held up. You're free to walk out that same door you walked in.
Do y'all want to interview? Hey, how y'all doing? Okay. How y'all doing? NBC?
NBC.
NBC. And you're
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, it's such a 2005 outfit.
Right,
Dateline NBC.
Let me explain something to NBC for a second here. I don't know what kind of rap y'all got on people, but maybe y'all can get the whole story because this girl is in a role-playing chat room. Whose house is this? Can I smoke this shit?
No,
right
you
now?
can't smoke this.
I didn't think so.
You can smoke outside.
All right, dude. Whatever.
He decides to go out the front door.
Run into the car. Move.
But that doesn't stop detectives from catching him and placing him under arrest.
He seems used to this.
And when he shows up at the transfer station, police search him, and he keeps talking.
Y'all thought y'all was going to get some...
Yeah, I thought you said 41. These guys are incredible. And the best is when they ask him their age, and they're like, okay, shit, what do I like? Dude, if it's any age, if you're 20 and they're 16, you're still in trouble. So just tell your honest age. Why are you like, oh, am I 25 or 35? Like, what the fuck? You're still in trouble either way.
Green. No. Hey, NBC, 2 words, role-playing chat room, dude, because...
Role-playing chat room, dude. That was 5 words.
The girl was role-playing, man.
We checked with Perverted Justice and were told he met the decoy in a Florida romance room, not a role-playing chat room.
What's that for your pedophile thing?
Yeah.
And the transcripts of his online chats and phone calls were enough for police to charge him with a felony.
Good, because when I get found not guilty, I'm sue somebody.
Even after he's placed in the police car, he goes on talking.
I'm not guilty, man. Do I look like I need 14-year-old girls? I don't need 14-year-old girls, dude. I got all kind of girls.
That is real true. Okay, 4 words, sorry.
And he has even more to say when he's brought to the jail.
NBC again. How y'all doing, NBC?
It turns out there was at least one thing he said earlier that turned out to be true.
I happen to know law enforcement.
He has quite a long rap sheet. In 2002, he led police on a high-speed chase in a stolen car. He was also convicted of grand theft and trying to sell the stolen goods. And twice, he was convicted of battery. There are more potential predators to confront. As you can see, the palm tree cam picks up a...
Chris Hansen.
Another
loving those trees. Chris Hansen has a tree fetish.
Man headed our way. This time, he's riding a motorcycle.
He's parking right by the door.
Instead of coming in right away, he stays outside and smokes a cigarette. Our actress tries to get him to come inside.
Call him. He's getting nervous.
Hey, come on in!
All right, you just put a cigarette in the trash. He's heading towards the door.
He's 45-year-old Dennis Ramsey, a truck driver, screen name Daddy for You. He drove.
Oh, no. No, his name is Daddy for You.
4 hours to meet a girl who told him online she was 14, home alone, and willing to have sex with him. Online, Daddy for You says, I just met you.
Yeah.
No, Daddy, no.
Chris Hansen owns every palm tree in Florida.
I like you, and the world says it's wrong because I'm older than you. Then later, under a different screen name, Bluegrass Rules, he brings up the idea.
Why does that look like that kind of guy? That's the exact Facebook. Why don't dudes on like Facebook and shit always have a profile picture like that?
Idea of having sex with her in a roundabout way.
I said we can't have sex, but that's up to you.
It might be okay.
If we do, you have to assure me no one will ever find out.
So you're still fucked, dude. Like, you're still in trouble, I mean. That was the wrong wording. Like, you still asked for it. Like, what
Where are you?
Oh, hey! I'm just picking out a jacket to wear on the bike. Just take a seat.
This is quite a place.
Glad you like it.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Crease. Sergeant Crease.
Try to relax your anus.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over that chair?
Oh, man.
Thanks for smoking outside.
Well,
go ahead. Please have a seat. What are you up to?
Well, I knew this was going to happen.
He tells me he has kids of his own and drove 4 hours simply to warn our teenager about the dangers of talking to strangers on the internet.
Yeah, you meet him in person. Yeah, you're such a hero.
I came to let her know that when you do that, you can be anybody.
So you came to help her out of the goodness of your heart?
No, that sounds stupid, but maybe you could say that. I don't know.
And what about his chat log?
You ask her what size her boobs are. She says 32B. You say yummy. And again, you get somewhat suspicious. You say, you're not trying to set me up, are you? Are you a cop? If anyone ever knew about this, I would go to jail.
I can't tell you how ashamed I am.
And as you'll
But Rich, she said she was 41. Who said that?
He'll be even more ashamed when he finds out he's going to be on national television.
I don't like myself right now at all, man.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who meet teens on the internet.
Like most of the men who find out they've been caught in a Dateline undercover investigation, this man, the 45-year-old truck driver who made plans online to meet a girl who told him she was 14, has nothing more to say.
You're obviously free to walk out that door that you came in.
I will do that. Thank you.
But he won't get very far.
Get down! Get your...
So funny at the time how many of these guys thought, like, I'm going to, just be able to go home and then just... Because most of them, they would just try to...
Ass on the ground now.
Fort Myers police.
Some of them have...
Police are ready to make the arrest.
Do everything you're told, you will not get hurt.
He's taken away in an unmarked police car and brought to a transfer station.
Spread your legs out.
Where he's searched, put in another car, and transported to jail.
He's coming, Emily. Hold on. Wave, 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 wave. Oh, he saw you. He saw you. He's hitting the brakes and backing up.
During our undercover operations, it's not uncommon for potential predators to appear hesitant about walking in the door.
He's trying to wave her out to the street. No way.
But we've never seen anyone like this man.
He's bringing his car all the way
They seem to say
back,
that a lot.
guys.
He pulls in around back and starts asking the decoy, our actress playing a young teen, to come outside.
No, you come here.
It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning when
at this moment
no,
he said,
Daddy, no. 44-year-old Thomas Moffat, screen name Moff 1960, pulls up to our house. He's a maintenance engineer for the Boca Raton Resort, a married man with 3 children. He drove more than 2 hours to meet a girl named Tony who said she was 15. Really, it's a decoy from Perverted Justice.
I'm trying to hit on you and you're laughing at me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good. Am I freaking you out?
Why would you freak me out?
Because I'm 44 and I'm hitting on you? So would you ever fool around with an old guy like me?
Once they
they just cut to the
set up an
chase.
actual date to meet at her house, Moff 1960 makes his plans very clear.
Okay, how about after I come in all stripped?
For reals?
Sure, if you want me to.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
You can take your clothes off in the laundry room if you want to.
He finally gets out of his car.
Oh no, does he do it too? I don't remember this guy.
Won't come any closer than the back step.
And you said you were going to do something for me in the laundry room. Were you lying to me? Are you going to back out on me? Because that's what I feel like you're going to do now.
Cautious.
Moff 1960 senses something different about the girl in the house.
Can you come here, please?
I'm right here.
Please?
In fact, something is different. Our actress is not actually the decoy who sent Moff 1960 a photograph of herself and spoke to him on the phone. That was a member of Perverted Justice.
You haven't acted this way when we've talked before.
Oh, really? Well, talking in person is a little different than talking
And
online.
you don't sound the same in person as you did on the phone.
Well,
Oh, your picture looks different, too.
This odd conversation goes on for half an hour. At one point, he tells her to show him proof that she...
The fact that some of them married and have families and do this means the urge, or they just kept the urge secret.
He is who she says
it's amazing.
He is.
Get your library card.
He paces outside, peeking in the window. When the decoy comes back without her library card, he tries to convince her to get in his car
And it ruins everything forever.
and go to Walgreens.
None of these guys' lives were ever the same after this, even if they didn't face jail time.
Where's the Walgreens at?
this is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
As we told you earlier, Fort Myers police officers are staked out in the guest house. So as the man tries to get in his car,
Get down! Get down!
he's arrested.
Down! Put your hands behind your back!
So we never get to...
Yeah, it's another car you don't see that often anymore. The older Altimas like that. I actually had one of those in the early 2000s.
Tell him he's going to be on Dateline. And he wasn't the only one.
Okay, guys, he's out of the car. He's walking really, really fast.
Yeah, okay, now I get a lot of them do that, Shorkey. It's like, oh, she said 14. I thought she was 41. Like, dude, she looks like a kid. I never noticed.
This 24-year-old, Elazar Henson, screen name Importuner 81, is here after making a date online
Oh, there's a new one. I haven't seen
with
this.
a girl posing as a 13-year-old. He told her he'd bring marijuana.
Did you bring the pot?
He begins to look around and appears to spot our crew upstairs.
Ha ha! I find these the funniest.
Yeah, did you bring the pot? No.
And he takes off.
Go take him. Take him.
Did you bring the horse? Yeah, imagine one of them showed up on a horse.
Here comes another man who doesn't stick around very long.
He's coming up the driveway. He's walking fast.
He's 43-year-old Freddie Fernandez. Screen name Latin Hawk 63.
He just looks like a guy who would just like... He just looks like a walking erection is the best way to describe it. That is like...
He's been having an X-rated online chat with a decoy posing as a 15-year-old. Like several men in our investigations, he even sent her a picture of his penis.
Hey, how are you? All right. Would you have a seat? I'm here for no go, sir. Wait 1 minute.
Get down! Now!
He's walking up the driveway.
And here's another man who doesn't realize he's walked into our investigation. This case of a man who calls himself Pepe is a first for us.
Hey, Pepe, I'm in here.
Do it again.
Hey, Pepe!
He's 41-year-old Jose Falcon, screen name Florida, in Miami. He's been chatting online with a girl who said she was 12 and a virgin. He lies about his age, saying he's 27, and he says he has plans to teach the 12-year-old how to have sex.
Oh, God.
He describes in X-rated detail.
Yeah, Pepe the Frog. I was just thinking that.
What he wants to do to her. The picture sent to him is of our actress. Now she's trying to get him in the house.
Hey, Pepe, I'm in here.
Do it again.
Hey, Pepe, are you there? Hey, come on in. Come on in, Pepe.
It takes our decoy a while to get him inside, and when she does, I come out.
Come on, please have a seat right here.
I hate this stupid Grand Theft Auto shit.
No.
He indicates to me he's deaf.
Oh, it's okay. Can you read something?
And then heads for the door.
Looks like this guy's deaf, guys.
Get down! Get down!
As for the rest of the potential predators who do stick around, they're full.
Oh, the guy I'm looking for a blacktop job is here. So look at him. Shirtless with a thing of beer in his hand and a fucking cowboy hat on. I'm looking for a job.
Full of excuses.
Parking out front. He's out of the vehicle.
The man in the black hat is 31-year-old Thomas Coffin, a self-employed handyman. He's here after making a date online for sex with a girl pretending to be 14. He tells her, I am...
Look at that outfit.
...into young girls. I like them better than the older girls. And he goes further, admitting he's done this before. When the decoy types, how young have you dated, though?
Does he have a fanny pack on to stop?
He says 14.
Come on in, I'm in here. I'm just getting changed. I got some chocolate on my shirt.
Trying to find this place was hard.
Online, he tells the girl posing as a 14-year-old several times that he loves her. He also makes it clear he's coming to the house to have sex with her. He even sends her a picture of himself naked.
God, it's an angle from hell.
Hey, how are you?
No, this could all be claimed. I'll probably have a claim on this video, which is fine.
But
he has a very round head.
When I show up, he explains it's all a big misunderstanding.
What's up?
I'm looking for work and stuff.
Looking for work and stuff?
Yeah.
And what kind of work were you looking for here exactly?
I do blacktop sealing.
He had to think about what he did, too. He showed up to work in that outfit.
And what brought you to this address exactly? Did the owner of the house call you for blacktop work? Or?
I put ads out and stuff.
Really? And did you bring all your blacktop stuff with you?
And just come down just to look at it.
Oh, just to look at it. Now, do you want to start the story again?
What do you mean?
Tell the truth.
I talked to a lot of people.
So you weren't really here to give an estimate for a blacktop job?
No.
That was a lie.
Sorry about that.
He also seemed sorry he sent that picture.
That's appropriate?
No.
To send to a 14-year-old girl?
He doesn't deny he sent the picture, but does he know it's a possible crime?
Do you know that this is illegal to send something like this to someone you think is underage? Do you get that?
Yeah. Oh, it won't happen again, I can tell you that one.
You got to see what this guy, like, this guy aged like 70 years and 10.
Then he tries to explain it all away as one big computer glitch.
I shut down my computer and stuff, and my computer's messed up.
Your computer, so it just, what, magically typed itself like a player piano?
No, it's messed up. I'm saying I got a virus in it and stuff.
What's
what is the virus?
Messed up is this conversation. So what was your intent today? Just to babysit until she's old enough to...
Just come over to say hi. That was it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that I love you.
But how will he explain that online the decoy asked him to bring condoms, and he just happens to have them in his shirt pocket?
I always have them on.
You always carry them right there in your pocket?
Well, yeah, I sit on, they end up getting crushed.
Do you see how this looks, Thomas?
Yeah, it looks bad.
Back at the transfer station, police are searching suspects' vehicles.
I think it's the Coffin 1012.
This car belongs to the 31-year-old man in the black hat. He was planning on meeting a girl who said she was 14.
He had some condoms that were in there. The address of the location was on there on a piece of paper, so we took all that as evidence.
This car belongs to the man who ran after spotting our crew. He showed up to meet a girl who said she was 13.
Located notebook with some address to the target house. Cell phone, 2 condoms, Kodak Funsaver camera.
Oh, God. You could tell this was a long time ago. Those ain't around anymore.
And 3 adult magazines.
And this car belongs to the 45-year-old who was too afraid to come into the house and meet a girl who told him she was 12.
That's not right. Like an over-the-counter Viagra type thing?
Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus.